Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurlinda. This is my presentation for task 1 where I have to read Game Engine Architecture book and I will cover the part that is stated in the slides. So in this chapter, basically talk about how to make animation objects in game move in a realistic and natural way. And one of it is implementing a transition metric where there are different ways to implement transition metric. One of it is using spreadsheet application and incorporating transition into the same text and also adding transition into a graphical user interface for state editing. For control parameters implementation, there are some challenges where sometimes the control parameters are buried within the tree, requiring prior knowledge of the tree structure to control them. But how animation engines solve this is there are different ways, such as node search, name variables, or control structure. And however, every animation engine tackles this problem in slightly different way, but the net effect is roughly the same. And next is constraint. Constraint are imported in character animation control to limit movement and characters objects with scenes. So example of constraint is like weapon, position, characters alignment, feet alignment with the floor, and hand alignment with object. And the function of the constraint is animation system typically use constraint to ensure the character objects move in realistic and natural way. And the technique to use constraints is use various such inverse kinematic IK or other mathematical algorithm. And lastly is attachment. Attachment is actually an object to object attached together. So attachment involves constraining the position and or orientation of the object's joints. So the attachment has joints. So adding joints attachment purposely is not always feasible due to processing and memory costs. So attach point can be modeled in Maya as joint or locators or specified via custom GUI in animation authoring tool. So after talking about the animation, the chapter 13 is talking about collision and rigid body dynamics. So it's basically about adding a physics into the animations in the game. Adding physics in game may have impacts in design impacts and engineering impacts. So first, design impacts is it will predictably may be affected and the tuning and control may improve by tweaking physics parameters, but it is often indirectly and difficult to visualize and the emergent behavior may arise. And there are a lot of engineering impact when adding physics in game, but here's a three. The tools pipeline. A good collision physics pipeline takes time to build and maintain and misbehave objects may be bounced to each other way in expected way or jitters badly. And ragdoll's physics require a lot of fine tuning and often suffers from instability in the simulation. So that's all for me. Thank you.